Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am recovering from a recent relapse with my eating disorder. I also have a lot of other things in my life. I post videos about my curly hair and I have a business. I have kids. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. So I do wear a lot of hats. Currently, I am dealing with this ordeal that I had that involved kidney stones and surgeries, and we had wildfires in our area. So I'm starting to feel better. The wildfires are a lot better. And as I'm still allowing my body to rest and properly heal while I'm nourishing it, I am going to post a video today that I had taken. It was last month. It seems like a long time ago, but it was actually just last month. It was just sort of a day in my life. But I've really been thinking a lot, and it's been heavy in my heart and on my mind about context and details that I think can really make a big difference in how we can see someone's story and their journey and how we don't, and how we can interpret things. So for example, I know that there are days in eating disorder recovery that are easier than other days, but quite often, even when we have successes, those days can be filled with big struggles, big hurdles, a lot of loud eating disorder voices in our head, a lot of internal struggles, you name it. It's not always easy. It really isn't. And I wanted to kind of do something a little different today. I'm going to show you what I had filmed. And if you watch just what I had filmed, I would imagine it looks like rainbows and unicorns and my life is great and I'm having a great time and I'm just embracing recovery. So the dinners where I felt like I had a lot of successes with my eating disorder, but it didn't come easy and it didn't come without challenges, struggles, hurdles. So I'm going to show you this without a lot of information. And then I'm going to show you the last part again. It's only like a minute long, with context and with details, and share what kind of struggles that I had to get through in order to have a success. I know that it's really nice sometimes to see others' journey and you see them being really successful and they're happy and they're just killing it, and you just feel really good for those people, and it gives you motivation, like, wow, I can do this. Can be done. There are also times when I look and I see others who are just killing it in recovery, and I'm like, why can't I do that? Like, why am I not there? Like, why? Like, I will never be able to do recovery because, at least fully, because I really compare myself with others and think if they can do it that easily and they're able to just like crush it, like I just feel like I'm not that good. Like, I just won't get it like they are. And it can be really depressing a little bit. So I want to show you, like I said, I think it's great to have a balance of like, hey, this is recovery, I'm doing it. But I also think there's a lot of value for those of you who are struggling with an eating disorder. So you know you're not alone, that, okay, I might have had a really big success in this video, but it wasn't just an easy, like I said, rainbows and unicorns, I got this and I enjoyed every minute. No, I actually didn't enjoy every minute of it, and it was hard. And so I hope that you can relate and see and know that it's okay to struggle. Sometimes those struggles can lead to even bigger successes because you really had to push through, and that's important to recognize. And also, if you're not struggling with an eating disorder, I hope it gives you insight, whether you know someone or not in your life that has an eating disorder. Maybe you can just have some compassion and realize that it's not always what it looks like on the outside. It's not just about just go eat the food. It isn't. This is just a quick little day in my life video that I did last month when it was summertime and before my kids were in school. So, and I'm not going to give you more context than that, but I will redo the last, which is only like a minute long portion, with a little more context and details, and share really what was going on in my struggles so that you can kind of see the true story. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoy this video, and I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna stop by my business real quick and do a couple things. So we're not open yet. I wanted to kind of do all the stuff I needed to get done before we opened. So I know my hair is kind of frizzy, it's still drying. But anyways, I don't have to wear the mask because we're not officially open. There's no one else in here, it's just me. All right. violin strings bow here. I can just move that out of the way. And since I'm here, I need to grab some music that I am thinking of for one of my students. So I thought I would grab that so I'd have it at home for her virtual lessons. I'm gonna look looking at them. So I'll see what that, show you what that looks like. This is our music, it's all organized. This is drawers all violin. This room, my husband and I share the same teaching room because our schedules were never teaching at the same time. Oh, I can share this. So that's what I was looking for. It's just weird. Here's a little whiteboard. I haven't taught here since March. So yeah, it's just neat to see all of that. That was productive. Didn't take very long. Now I think I'm gonna go to the store. Okay, I'm gonna run into the store and I'll be back. One thing I haven't done in a while is actually get fresh flowers. That's something I was doing for a while, and it made it easier with being at home so much, but then that's how I found those as I was getting a few things at the store. Didn't that look so easy, and didn't it look like I was having an amazing time? I'm now going to give you some more context so that you can really see what was going on behind the scenes that led to my successful day. Okay, so now the reality. I have a son who also is struggling with an eating disorder, unfortunately. He's doing well. He's doing really well, and he is trying so hard, and he's doing some, I'm really proud of him. So on this particular day, we had gotten takeout from a Hawaiian place the week before. So this was like a week-long thing going on, just to let you know. It wasn't just like, oh, we had a little Hawaiian luau. This was like a week in preparation. And my son said, I really enjoyed that food. Can we make homemade Hawaiian food? And my husband is just so supportive of me and my son. If you can imagine, a teenager and his wife. That's a lot. Like, that is a lot. And it can be really hard on him. And bless his heart, he gives 110% to us, all of us, in our whole family. And when my son asked, can we do a homemade Hawaiian, my husband looked online and found lots of different recipes and really planned them with stuff that in the back of his mind, like, what will my wife eat? What will my son eat? What will the other kids eat? Like, I mean, this isn't easy. We do not make things easy for him. So he finally found recipes. So grilled chicken on the barbecue, Kahlua pork, rice, mac salad, and veggies, and gets the stuff from the store, and that took a lot of time, and he prepped everything. And I was already the whole day like, I'm not gonna be able to eat this. I'm just gonna eat my own thing. I can't eat this. I can't eat any of this food. I'll eat the vegetables. Like, this was in my mind my whole day while I'm working, while I'm enjoying time with my kids at the river. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about like, well, I'm really glad that I'm here at the river with them. I'm really glad I get this opportunity just to like step in and take care of some things for my business. In the back of my mind, it was just like eating disorder voice, very loud, not sure what to do. I'm stressed about it the whole day. It's taking over my whole day. Like, I can't think about anything else. My son, as it got closer to dinner time, was like, I don't know if I can eat this. Like, how are you cooking it? You want to know all these details. And it got really tense. Like, he had a lot of anxiety. His eating disorder voice was really loud. And we know that. We know that it's not him, that it's definitely when his eating disorder takes over. So we don't take it personally, but it's still really hard. Like, it puts a lot of anxiety on me when I'm already having eating disorder thoughts. It puts a lot of anxiety on my husband because he is the poor one that's like, because he's the one trying to fix this. And he's like, well, now what do I do? Like, how do I handle this? And then our other two kids are like, oh, like, it puts anxiety on them too. It like puts a lot of pressure. Like, they just want to go and have fun. And then all of a sudden they are questioning whether they should be eating this food. And so this went on literally for a couple hours before we were going to eat. As it was probably about a half hour away from actually eating, I was just like, okay, have to get my son out of the house because my poor husband is going to have a panic attack over this whole situation because my son was like really micromanaging him and really like asking a lot of questions. You know, his eating disorder was asking a lot of questions. And I was like, let me get him out of the house. And so that was my primary purpose. But it ended up being really good. We went to the dollar store and I was like, well, we're having Hawaiian food. Let's do a luau. So we like went and got Hawaiian decorations and we just really thought it through. And I was able to talk to him and kind of distract him and myself about like stories of when we were Hawaii. Like, my husband and I had been to Hawaii several times. My oldest had been to Hawaii, but when he was like a toddler, he doesn't remember. We did that and it really got both of our minds off of this whole like food issue. And we were really thinking about the experience. We were thinking about just that, the experience, and having it like a luau and a party. And so we decided to decorate the table outside. So that was great. So even then he's still like, we were dishing up and he's still like, I don't know if I can eat this. And so I was just like, you know what? I am going to just enjoy this experience. I love Hawaii. I'm going to enjoy this experience with my family right now. And I just looked at my son and I said, I'm eating all of it. Like, I'm eating all of it. And I loaded my plate up with the chicken, the pork, the rice, the veggies, and the mac salad. And I'd only intended on eating the veggies. And I'm like, okay, like, and I just went with it. It was like a good thing because I was really focused on the experience. And for me, that really got myself out of my head. My eating disorder voice started quieting down. I was thinking about something else. It was really helpful. When my son saw me do that, he went and got all the food too. He was still anxious. I was still anxious, but we did it together as a family. So I just wanted to share that with you. It was not easy. It was like a week in the making. It was a whole day worth of eating disorder voices. It was like 2 hours of intense anxiety in our whole house. And it turned out to be really nice. But even while we were eating it, I can tell you, we enjoyed it. But my son and I still really fought those eating disorder voices and trying to quiet them down. What I did to help was just being in the moment, being an experience. And I think I want to do more of that, like really like, okay, Hawaii is really special to us. And so taking that and making it into talking about the memories and like viewing this food as, oh, I remember when we had Kahlua pork and how, the entertainers, they do hula dancing and they dance with fire and it's just so neat. And so we got to share a lot of this with the kids. And so it got them kind of out of everything. And it ended up being a really nice night. I want you to know it wasn't easy. It didn't just like pop up and we had this luau. It wasn't like that. It was pretty intense, but we did it. We made it through. And I just want to let you know those were our struggles, our hurdles, and we got through them. So I want you to watch this again, having that in the back of your mind, knowing that this context and the details were behind this, that we didn't just like plan this fun party. The party actually was planned out of our eating disorders and out of our desire to not be so linked to them in that moment. So watch it again. I hope you will have a different take on it and maybe even have a different take when you watch other videos, not just mine, but other videos of people really just like crushing it. And just know that we're not hearing all their voices, and don't be so hard on yourself when you think, oh, I can't do that. Like, I have so far to go. We all have far to go. We all struggle, and it's okay. The struggles are okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to struggle. It's not okay to give up. I feel that's what I tell myself. It's not okay to give up, but I can struggle. All right. So if you like this video and want to see more of it or others, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would mean a lot to me, that you can come join me on my journey, whether I'm talking about eating disorder, my curly hair, my kids, my business, all of it. So I live a little not so ordinary life. Lots of love to you all. I'll talk to you soon. See you next video, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.